You know, a lot of people tend to ask me, Krow, you hate everything. What is it that you actually like? And you know what? That's a valid question. You know, minus the fact that this channel is about 95% dedicated to every single person or every single thing that I do hate, there is that strong 5% of things that I do like. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your girl Krow here with Krow's Corner. We're talking about rants, movies, literature, and more. Yeah, so today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to talk about the things I do actually like. And this is going to be in relation to Chrisby, Christina and Ruby from Lovecraft Country. I know I cannot stop getting off of this damn show, but every time I rewatch, I keep finding out new things and amazing things, which is really interestingly crazy. But you know, congratulations to the Super Critics Award winner Misha Green and Journey again. But still, congratulations for the work that they did on the Super Critics Awards. Hopefully the Critics Awards will be seeing my girl Willamy win and maybe Abby Lee. I mean, because you can't say that those performances weren't dynamic. But yeah, so I've been hearing a lot of mess that there's a lot of things that I hate. And it's partially true, because there are some grievances with the way people do their artwork, and I really, like I said, I really just cannot, for the life of God, waste my brain cells on stupid things anymore. And ever since Star Wars, I've kind of been fucked up. Let's just be quite honest with you. We're talking about latest Star Wars, not oldest Star Wars, okay? Yeah, so, you know, I'm gonna give my professional writer's opinion to my top 10 Chrisby fics. Now, mind you, these top 10 Chrisby fics have a couple of rules in them. And mind you, I have more than, there is an artist or an author that has more than one fic. I only will be choosing one from this artist or this author. I will be choosing one from them. And two, I will be discounting myself in my fics, so it won't be a thing. Three, it is done almost by randomly, but these happen to be the favorite fics that I've read. Even though these numbers are in order, I ran them through a shuffler, which is completely crazy how number one ended up being, well, actually my all-time favorite. But these are my top 10 Chrisby fics. Mind you, this has nothing to do with Tick and Letty. This has nothing to do with Jiha and Tickles or anything else, or Hippolyta and Dead in a Dirt Dick George. This has nothing to do with them. We will be starting from 10 all the way to my number one favorite, of course. So bear with me as well too if I mismention some of these usernames, because to be quite honest, I mean, some of these damn usernames is out of control. Like, I love y'all. You guys have given me many sleepless nights and had me giggling like a 5-year-old schoolgirl in my bed as I have read these Chrisby fics. But god damn, y'all could have named yourself something more simpler. But much love, much love. And mind you, these are writers that I respect. I think that they have AAA writing. Their style is decent. The way it flows as well as decent. Their story makes fucking sense as well too. And I think a lot of it is what I've come to respect about these top 10 stories, is that they have put their soul into Christina and Ruby and made it very moldable. And I have to say, I respect so much of it from them. And they don't have to like me, and I don't have to like them. And I did ask permission for one of them. She said she didn't want her name on there, but I was like, screw it. It's my fucking channel. I do what the hell I want to. And nobody can really stop me from saying what I want to say when I want to say it. So, I mean, what's she gonna do? Shoot me? But Let's start with my number 10. My number 10 favorite, I have to say, I loved this story to death. It was one of the beginning stories in the Chrisby fandom after the show had ended. And I'm not going to give any quick summaries, but I will have the links to the fics below. And it is by far one of the best ones I've seen so far in terms of technical style, and how everything flowed, and how it was realistic in a lot of sense. And it is We Could Have It All by Femi Buck. That is my number 10. It is so good when going to the journey, when it comes to Ruby, pretty much letting Christina see that immortality isn't the only way to have her express her, views of first. So it's a really, really, really good fic. I really tell everybody to check it out. Femi Buck does not disappoint. She has written other one-shots, and she is not disappointed even still with her latest stuff. She's not disappointed at all. I have to say, give it a read. It gets my Krow seal of approval to read. I am telling you, you will not be disappointed in this one shot. You will cry a little bit, and I mean you will cry. Now I'm gonna get on to my next number 9, coming in at number 9. Now this person, I do know them, I believe so, but barely know them on Tumblr. Not that it's any problem or anything, and not that this is a bias or anything. I don't really know this person, but I've seen this name before on Tumblr, and they be wilding like a motherfucker from what I be hearing, and it's really actually a really good fic as well too. They were also as well in the beginning kind of stages of they were in the beginning stages of the Chrisby section, and it was really, they had some really good awesome shit as well too. And it is Dollars in a Swear Jar by Nataco. I'm so sorry, Natico, but damn, your name literally puts my tongue in hostage, but I love it though. Dollars in a Swear Jar, like I said, I'm not going to get too many summaries on it, but it is a very, very good fic. It is more, I believe, modern day, if I can remember. It's more modern day, it's more up to date, but it's a very good crafting on Ruby and Christina as modern day characters, and not without the annoying sentiments of, oh, Christina is this chick that fixes cars, and all these fake pseudo traits that they add to this brilliant character named Christina Braithwaite. So I would really suggest to tell everybody to check out Dollars in the Swear Jar by Nataco. It kept me up, and it kept me up even through my darkest moments. It really did. Which leads me to number 8, and I have to say, I hated that this randomized this way, but I loved this wild, crazy fic for me. And it did fall a little bit short, a little bit towards the end, but I still got to give it its 110%, because this chick had been holding us down with a capital D. She been holding us down. I'm not going to assume everybody's a she, but they have been holding us down for a cool minute and a hot minute. And speaking of hot, the story is called Hot for Teacher, coming in at number 8. I have to say, Hot for Teacher, woo! Goddamn, woo! Hot for Teacher had got me hot. Hell, I was looking to catch a couple of professors myself so I can have my way with them. It was that damn hot. Okay, this is about, I mean, like I said, I don't want to give too many summaries, but it's in the link below. But I could just say it like this: Ruby is a teacher and Christina is a student, and she is looking to be taught tonight. It is a wonderful, beautiful balance of love, some kind, and as well as, the navigations of a teacher and a college student and the scandal of it. And it's so juicy. I mean, very, very juicy. So I suggest you really give DreaDuQuesne a good ass fucking like peak. Her stories are top tier. You will not be disappointed. She catches the essence of Ruby and Christina very well. And even in a modern setting, Christina is still there, but there's a little bit more to her, but it's not as annoying as you know who. So coming in at number 7, and this is my favorite one because it's based on one of my favorite songs from the internet. And if you don't know who the internet is, I suggest you guys check them out. Their first album was good as hell, their debut album, and it is If They Don't Know Your Worth, Tell Them You're My Girl by FakePlastikTrees. This is a bomb fic. How can I say it like this? If you're looking for a fic that delivers on some missing kind of premise, if you're looking for a fic that's, you know, trying to fill in the gaps of how can I say it like this? If you're looking for something that's trying to fill in the gaps of pretty much what's missing in the show, like If They Don't Know Your Worth, it's that damn good. I'm not even going to sit here and lie. It's that damn good. Because the situation of it is, it fills in a lot of the gaps that we never get to see. And I believe that as a Chrisby community, we wanted more Ruby and Christina because there were a lot of gaps that were not filled. And she literally screams in her summary, "Where were they going, Misha? Where were they going?" And to be quite honest, FakePlastikTrees tells us where the hell these two crazy heifers was going. So I suggest everybody to check out FakePlastikTrees work. You can't disappoint. You just can't disappoint, even if you wanted to. She couldn't disappoint you, even on your worst day. She really couldn't. So this is what leads me to, number 6. Number 6 was a little bit how can I say it? It would be considered, number 6 is a little bit controversial, but I have to say for number 6 personally, number 6 was really good, and it explored a lot of trauma, but well scripted and well written trauma between Christina and her father. And it isn't really a all the way Chrisby fic, but it is a Chrisby fic kind of towards the end, but it's very kind of sweet and really fucking sad, to be quite honest. And coming in at number 6 for this sweet, sad, wonderful, deep gem is The Redemption of Eve by Eshusplayground. Now I know it sounds biased because I mention her all the time during my Chrisby videos, but you still have to give this one a read, ladies and gentlemen. And when it talks to a lot of why Christina is the way she is, and it comes down to the theory of excuse me for saying this, that Christina may or may have not been sexually assaulted as a younger person. And it doesn't go into graphic detail or anything like that. It just goes to show like how her trauma relates a little bit more in a more deeper and versatile way, how it relates to her and Ruby's relationship within this time period, especially 1950s, when these kind of issues were not brought out. I suggest, it's a very deep read, but I suggest that people kind of emotionally get themselves into it, because it's not a I could definitely tell you it's no witch's stigma. I could tell you that damn much. It's definitely not that. But it's for more mature souls and people who are more mature and enough to handle this heavy vice of a subject. And I suggest you check Redemption of Eve by Eshusplayground. It's a deep character study as well as a story, and it sits a lot with people. But now that we're down from our top 5, now that we're down from our top, our 10 to 6 category, I have to start saying these people who have dedicated their time to the Chrisby community that I'm mentioning here. I want to thank y'all so much for dedicating your time to the Chrisby community. You guys have mastered Ruby in a lot of ways. I don't know if you guys are women of color, white women, whatever the case may be, but it doesn't matter that you have that who you are, what your skin tone is. You have taken two characters that have had an amount of disrespect from Misha Green, and you have transformed them into respectable characters, moldable characters, characters that you feel are an extension of you. And I have to thank you guys for this, because you guys have kept me up on some really decent nights with this work. You've conscientiously decided to choose your words wisely and script them beautifully, as you let poetry pretty much flow through your fingers as you were on that keyboard. So thank you everybody. But let's get to my top 5. Okay, we're winding down. I know this video might be a little bit short and stuff like that, but I figured, like I said, since I hate on everything, might as well give us some love. Okay, might as well sprinkle some love. I might do something here now and again to let people know I'm not a completely soulless husk. But let's talk about something that really actually took my damn soul. They're coming in at number 5, Far From Heaven by PaulluvsSteph. Woo! Far From Heaven. Wow. Far From Heaven, I'm going to say it like this, took my soul in a lot of ways. And based on the issue why Far From Heaven took a lot of my soul was based on the issue that it explored Christina's mother in so many ways. And it explored a lot of the terminology of who Christina is as a person, and as well as Ruby as well too. So Far From Heaven, I have to say, everybody, take a look at that. You will not be disappointed. You will not have this issue where you're just like, oh, what the hell? No, you will love this little sweet shot. It's boom. It's like a Jello shot. It's just there for you. A little bit of liquor, a little bit of fucking sweetness, and it's all rolled up to one, and it will take your taste buds and your eye buds to fucking heaven. So check out Far From Heaven from PaulluvsSteph, y'all. It's a triple A fucking fic. It really is. It gets its Krow seal of approval. It really does. And so let's just run down to the 4th one as well too. And this is from a fairly new writer, and it's kind of funny because the new writer is just she's great already, but and pushes herself a little bit too much. And we know her a little bit in the community as well too. She's just like, oh, it's trash, but I'm like, bitch, it's not trash. This is gold. Like, I'm just like, she has to believe me, Krow, somebody who is like the queen of judging trash. She has to believe me. But this is not trash. This fanfic coming in at number 4. It is not trash. It is so wonderful in the masterful kind of style that she tells Ruby, and it's just brilliant. It's very brilliant. It really is. And the fic is called And You Would Play Me Through the Night by setoutwithme. For a new writer, this girl has chops. She has chops on AO3. If she had came 3 months or 2 months earlier, I've no doubt she would have been her shit would have been flooded. But unfortunately, people were like, "Oh, Chrisby communities, they're starting to dwindle down." But it's just like, for us real niggas on Krow's Corner, this is too good. I'm telling you guys, check out And You Will Play Me Through the Night by setoutwithme. Setout by me knows what the fuck she's doing. She knows how to work a character, work a room, and work the timeline very, very well. This is somebody who has possibly watched this damn show probably hundreds and thousands of times in order to lock down Ruby Bati's character. And as a writer, and I have to say, Ruby Bati's character is very kind of difficult to master. So check that out on number 4. Check it out, please. So we're down to my top 3, or bottom 3, which bottom 3 meaning my top. And like I said, shout out to everybody. Like I said, everybody did wonderful. This is nothing personal, no agendas, no biases. I try to randomize everything and skip it up as well too. Because it's just kind of hard to tell. It's kind of hard to balance everything and then try to, like, because I love them all. It's like when you love them all, which one do you choose? It's like it's like fur babies. Like, you love them all, but you know, you gotta choose one unless you want to have 10 fucking cats in your damn house. So it's kind of like that pretty much. And you know, speaking of animals and where they're at, and this is one of my favorite fics. It is actually recent, but this girl has been putting out shit since the Chrisby community started, and she's still putting out shit in 2021 like shit ain't changed. And she didn't want me to mention her, but fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. Sailing in at number 3, flying in at number 3, actually, not sailing in, flying in, is The Letter by WhiteravenGreywolf, coming in at number 3. This chick, I have to give my hats off to. She's been rolling in with 1 shots, 6 shots, 5 shots, every damn thing. And she's been rolling in and flying in on a fluffy cloud of sweetness, because her fics are out of this damn world. Top tier AAA shit. The ideals are good. The settings are decent, and she takes these characters and she molds them in their own way, and she does it respectfully. This is what I have to say, what I love about The Letter. I'm not going to give too many spoilers, but I will be saying that Christina's mama is not a white woman, and the way she molds it, oh my god, the way she molds it is just wonderfully beautiful. It's not racist. It doesn't come off stereotypical. It comes off sweet, warm, and fuzzy, and something that makes me even want to go hug my own goddamn mama. And I know she didn't want to be mentioned, but screw it, I have to say it, because it's just, I just finished The Letter for my 6th damn time, and I'm still reading it again. That's how fucking good it is. So, I mean, seriously, check out The Letter by WhiteravenGreywolf. This girl will not disappoint you. She is very conscientious with her work, and she posts every damn day. Something I don't think all of us could do. Not even my black ass can do it. Okay, and that's how crazy it is for me. Okay, now we're gonna move on to my top 2, because this is some wild shit. Oh, this is some wild shit. I really was dead in neck and neck on them, and I literally just flipped a coin on them. They were too dead neck and neck, and I love these hoes really cool. I love these hoes. They my favorite. Oh my god, they're not hoes, but that's my people right there. These two, I had to flip a coin on them. But coming in at number 2, my girl DreaDuQuesne. What is her name? Why does she put that? Man, DreaDuQuesne. That's her name. Her name is Queen. Or Quesne. I don't know if it's Quesne or Queen. Why she do that to herself? DreaDuQuesne. I took her hand in mine. Coming in at number 2. God damn it, Drea. That's all I gotta say. Like I told you, sorry people if I butcher your damn usernames. I'm still trying to get every damn thing. I Took Her Hand in Mine is a good original. It's an oldie, but it's a fucking goodie. I can tell you that damn much. It is one of my favorites that I have read time and time and time again, especially when I was starting to realize that the AO3 community for Chrisby wasn't on fanfiction.net, but it was on AO3. And when it came on, she was one of the first stories I believe I did read, and I was just so like, it took my goddamn soul. It took my soul. I ain't gonna sit there and lie. It took my damn soul. I couldn't stop reading it. I really couldn't. Even I had to repeat it and read it and read it, and it was just it was epic in a lot of ways, especially the connection with Ruby and Chrisby. You know, it's that kind of situation as well too, is that there's a connection there. You can't stop it, and it's so tangible. It's so there. It's so visceral. It makes you feel when you read "I Took Her Hand in Mine." You won't be disappointed. You just won't. That's the thing. None of these fics you will be disappointed in, but this one you will not be disappointed in. Because, how can I say it like this? In a world of disappointments, this you won't trip. You won't trip from. I guarantee you. I assure you. I promise you that. But now moving on to the drum roll, number 1, and I have to say this fic takes me in so many levels that I love. It takes me through a lot of transcendence when I read this fic. This fic that came in at number 1. First of all, if anybody knows me, I am a huge horrorphile. I love horror. I really do. I love horror. I love the excitement. You know, everything from The Evil Dead all the way to Night of the Living Dead, all the way to pretty much Hereditary, Midsummer. Hell, that's just to name a fucking few. And I even go foreign overseas and read Uzumaki and things like that as well, to Missed Call, all the above. But this fic is actually based off of a movie, and it's a movie actually starring Abby Lee, who is the actress who plays Christina Braithwaite on Lovecraft Country. And I have to say, Lord Jesus, she took me away. Coming in at number 1 is Nick Grimm Shouty with Now You Can Touch Me. God damn it, Nick. You came in number 1, bitch. I love you. I love you. And I mean bitch in the most wonderfulest of ways. If you guys haven't read this, read it. It is based on the movie Jennifer Harvest on Netflix. You guys can check it out on Netflix if you have Netflix. It is based on that, but I will have to say it like this: it does take a very different turn as well. It does take a very different turn. It's not super brutal. It's very sexy, and it has a lot to do with transcendence, the soul, everything that just feels this. And I can't stand that bitch on there, or I'm not trying to spoil nothing for nobody. I'm about to get my blood pressure up, because this girl done wrote a character that make me want to punch the shit out of her. That's how bad she write that. Man, when I mean bad as in good, okay, like as in excellent. Because I be having to take a break. I be having to be put on a respirator every time I read this fic. I read a sentence, I'm like, ooh, and I get on a respirator, and then I go back to reading, and and it's that fucking good. You will not be disappointed. It is sad that this girl is being slept on like a motherfucker. It's sad that all these fanfic writers have been slept on to a certain extent. It really, really is how sad they were being slept on. And I really suggest people to look at Now, to take a look and read Now You Can Touch Me. It is very decent, as well as her other fics as well. So, I mean, like I said, there's only one complaint I got is sis should have did that machete scene that homeboy did on the movie, but that's alright. I forgive her though, because the shit is so badass. I forgive her for that, because that was cool as fuck when that old boy kept doing that with that damn machete and shit. That with his crazy ass. But it is a Ruby and Christina fic, and it goes to show you that Christina is still intact within her character, but she definitely pulls off the mad scientist vibe very well. But like I said, just check out Now You Can Touch Me from Nick Grimm Shouty, and you will not be disappointed at all. So that is my top 10 for Chrisby Fanfics. And if anybody doesn't like the list or whatever, and whatever the case may be, they're like, well, why am I not on there? It's obviously because it sucks. I'm just kidding around, but it's not even that. It's probably because I have not found any of your fics yet, or it's taking me a while to find these fics, because how can I say it like this, it's it's a small fandom, but there's a lot of big writers here, and it's gonna take me a while. I may do another top 10, probably another top 10 for another one shots of the ones that I do like, completely different, of course, authors and stuff like that as well too. But you know, shout out for everybody to doing their craft and doing their craft as well as they can, and taking the time and care to how do you call it, give us great quality Chrisby fics. It is. Like I said, I've admitted myself out of this list because why would I? That's some dumbass shit. But if I was to do that, but yeah, these are my top ladies. And I have to say congratulations to all you ladies. I think you guys have earned my respect in a lot of ways. You guys have molded your stories very well. You guys are well crafted. I think you guys should be going to you guys should try your hand in novelism. You really should. You should try your hand in novelism. It will probably work very well to your benefit as well too, because your idea is to tell a rounded story between these two messy, complicated characters that we love, Ruby and Christina, and generate your own personality and world into them while still keeping them intact. Is very important. So everybody, that's it. If you did like the video, because I actually liked something this time, please comment, like, and subscribe. And like I said, shout out to my editor, Carrie. She's been the cornerstone, and I love what she does, and thank you so damn much. All right then, see you when I see you. Bye.
Yeah, top of the world. When I hear him come like my fuse and then ba-bum. Later, see you later, I'm about to blow this up. You can see my